hours and Trump will be in office. Never thought we'd make it here. I'm just gonna hop on here for a little bit. Um, I don't know why, but when I first turned this on, it froze again, and it did it earlier on another live stream. Hopefully, they stop messing around. I heard that Trump is gonna bring back TikTok all of a sudden. Um, I used the app once or so. I didn't even do a video. I just went there, looked at some videos, and I opened an account, and then I closed it, and I just, yeah, maybe I'll do a few videos over there. Just expand my horizon a little bit. And somebody's up there. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Just talking about. Thank you for the thumbs up. Talking about TikTok. Evidently, Trump's. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Yeah, I was just watching a couple of videos, and a couple things I just saw is I don't know if you saw that Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk are having problems. Evidently, I believe Trump and Elon had a meeting or something, and Vivek might be out of the picture soon, from what I saw. I don't know what that was about, but I'll be honest, I don't really feel 100% into Elon or Vivek. I don't know. I never really trusted Elon too much. I don't know what to say, really. I guess, you know what? Wait, wait. We got a couple days. We're going to find out what's going to happen, because, I mean, politicians can lie to you or whatever. I'm hoping that Trump does what he says, and we're all okay here. I think I'm just being cautious and suspicious of these guys because, let's face it, it's a big club and we're not in it. You know what I'm saying? Like George Carlin says. I don't know if they really have our best interests at the end of the day. I'm hoping they do, and I hope things get better. I think they will, because it's a shitting mess in America. We'll have a lot of work in front of us to fix this place. You know what? When I say we, that's what it should be. Everybody needs to get involved. Everybody needs to pay attention and never ever let the shit happen again. We gotta basically make sure we're voting. Wait a minute, hang on. I just saw something here. Wow, I just saw a thing roll by. Evidently, 200 executive orders are sitting on the desk waiting for Trump's signature. I think it said it was who was that? Patrick Humphrey's channel, and it looks like they're declaring an emergency. What do you call it? National emergency. So what'll probably happen? And I said this to my brother. So the second he gets inaugurated, they'll probably be arresting people over in Chicago and deporting them. But at the same time, they're probably going to be releasing the January 6th prisoners. I think it's going to strike like lightning. It's going to be a blitzkrieg. They're not even giving the deep state any time to think of any bullshit to pull. I think tomorrow, when everything gets settled, you're going to be amazed at what happens. Now, I'm hoping they don't go overboard. What I mean is, I heard the other day, not Pam Bondi, who's the other one, Christine Nome was talking about making the, what's that, the Patriot Act 2.0. And to be honest with you, that Patriot Act was nothing good for any patriots. That's for damn sure. Gave them the green light to just keep spying harder and harder on you. Now, if they use that to go round up the deep state, okay, but it'll go way beyond that. You give the government any kind of power like that, they just run away with it, you know? Exactly. Tammy sees what I'm saying. Sorry to say, but it's the truth. Um, I'm praying and hoping that everything goes well, and I think we all ought to be praying for our country, because we came damn close going down the drain, and we're still kind of circling it. A lot of prayer. We need a lot of prayer in this country, I think, to turn things around. It seemed like Biden was doing everything humanly possible to, I guess, Trump-proof the whole thing. Mess him up, throwing stumbling blocks in front of him. Yeah, I saw that. That's great. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Appreciate you all. If you hit me with a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. Really appreciate you. Anyway, it's just that I guess I'm a little bit scared still. I don't completely trust what's going on. I'm hoping that God's giving us a reprieve here, but I think we're near the end here anyway because there's too many crazy things going on in the world. But again, I'm backing up Trump. I I feel God may have put him in that position. I hope that he's not going to turn on us. I see we got like 46 in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, all you guys. Appreciate you. I'm sitting out in my car right now. It's snowing outside. It was snowing real hard there for a little while. I'm down in Delaware. I'll show you. And now it's just wet snow and not that cold out there, which is, all this talk about sorry, I'm going to put this other light on here. A polar vortex. I think a lot of that was amplified. They talked about it a little bit more so they could move the thing inside the inauguration because there definitely was people probably plotting and planning. Still might be. It's tomorrow. I don't know if you guys remember. What was his name? Ryan? Was it? Wait a minute. Brandon Biggs. He was a prophet, or somebody had made a prophecy that came true, and then had another one. He was saying that he actually called the incident that happened in New Orleans. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. I like your videos, Jen. And by the way, yeah, TikTok's coming back. I think that's what Trump was saying tonight on his speech. Yep. You know what? I hope I'll go back and tap thumbs up on you if I didn't. I might have jumped off there before I got. So anyway, the thing with Trump is that I think he's smart enough. He's going to hit the ground running and get as much done as fast as he can. Like I said, Blitzkrieg, lightning war. He's going to go in there and you're going to be amazed, I think. And the reason why is he's not giving Deep State any chance to try to trip him up. I don't think so, anyway. And he's actually got a better team now than he did the first time. That's for damn sure. Look at who he had in his cabinet, and the senators and stuff that were all rhinos that were messing with him. What was it, McConnell? What the hell is the other clown's name? Mike Pompeo. All these guys turned on Pence. So, it's we're going to see something big happen. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to say is that, excuse me, hang on one second. I spit out the car. I had something in my throat from eating popcorn. I ate a whole fucking bag of popcorn right a couple minutes before I got on here. Anyway, shit's still going on with that fire over there too, by the way. And I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know if you guys saw it. Jump back to talking about Newsom real quick here. He was all elated and talking about the 15-minute city they're going to build over there, right where the fire happened, or everything's burned out. And they're going to put a rail line in there, and that's following exactly the burn pattern where this fire went. I think somebody's got to go to jail for this shit. They better get somebody. If it was started, It's like all them trains that derailed and all the shit that happened all that time Biden was in office. I didn't see the FBI or anybody march anybody in front of the camera and say we got him or nothing. You know, not there was like 101 food factories burned down in less than 12 months. Hey, Red Dawn, how you doing? 15 minutes. Yeah, they're coming everywhere. You're right. I watched for Houston. I made not a prediction. I had a weird dream. I don't even think it was a dream. I just woke up and for some reason thought they're going after Houston next. And for some weird reason, I thought right in the area of watch right in the area that might include the Lakewood Church down in Houston. Something's going to happen down there. Gut feeling. Don't know why. Don't even know where it came from, but I've been following my hunches. And you can go look at my down in my what do you call it? My shit. I keep my list, my playlist. I just put a couple up, and what happened was a few videos that were in there. One was about the barge that hit the bridge. Literally had set about 12 hours before it happened. I went to bed and got the hell up. I had a dream that it happened. I look on the damn internet and there it was. Now, I ain't claiming to be a prophet or anything like that. I think God's given everybody a little bit. You know, it says right in the Bible. What's that say? Hey, how you doing? Little bit of pure gold. Thank you for stopping by. What I'm saying is, I think right now it's even biblical that we're all hearing from God. Just you got to tune into it, you know. Instinct and all that. That's probably God talking to us. When you get a feeling about shit going on right now, the craziness in the world, I think God's waking people up and tuning them into what's happening. And that's the only way I can explain it because I never had any kind of things like this where I was having dreams and shit that were coming true. It's crazy. So anyway, so how you doing tonight? Little bit of pure gold. Thank you for stopping by too. And same with you, Jen. Appreciate you stopping by. Red Dawn, thank you. Tammy, thanks. Yeah, I had about 40 on there a minute ago. That's pretty good for this early on in the stream. Hey, by the way, anybody's up there, if you could throw me a thumbs up. They seem like they're trying to suppress me every inch of the way on a lot of my videos now. Because when I compare them to things I did a couple months ago, I don't know. They're same type of thing, and I'm just not getting the views. And it seems to be going around. A lot of YouTubers are talking about that right now. So what's it say? You're good? That's cool. Wait a minute. Mayor of Los Angeles smiling up. Yeah, exactly. I was saying that. Almost smirking or happy as a clam. He was just sitting there and he knew something we don't know. You know what I'm saying? What's it say? High winds coming back to Los Angeles next week, up to 80 miles. Yeah, that's crazy. Is that normal for that time of year, Red Dawn? I know they get crazy weather and shit, but I'm wondering, it's got to be, some of this has got to be man-made. It's like direct energy weapons. There was one van or something that was painted blue, and everything burned around it. And they're saying the color blue for some reason. It's very normal out in California. All right. Is it normal that everything burns, but unless it's painted blue? That's not normal, right? There's a lot of weird things happening. That's all I'm saying. Santa Ana winds should be over by now. Okay, thank you. I know you live out there. Yeah, I know. I've heard of him. My husband, he's from California. All right. Let's face it, though, they are manipulating weather. Where did all this fog come a little while ago and hang around? Like England went for like a month in the fog, and there's a lot of weird shit, chemtrailing and all kind of other crazy stuff. Like Hawaii, blue roofs didn't burn. You're right. Explain that. Yeah. Follow the science. Let's just say that. Evidently, blue don't burn when certain laser beams are used, I guess. So anyway, one thing that I noticed is that they never seem to have much of an explanation. They might have an explanation, but they're not sharing it with us. or they never have anybody caught that has to go to jail or nothing. I'm wondering if that shit's about to change. I would hope so. I hope Trump comes in and anytime some crazy shit like that happens, he demands action and gets something done. Note the fire. What's this? The fires and the winds are normal, but I think they're letting it get out. That too, yes, you're right. Out of control is planned. Yeah, yeah. For instance, they didn't clear out all the brambles and brush that they should have. And over here in the east, we cut fire lanes into our wilderness, so the fire can't keep eating shit ton of ground up, and houses and everything else. It hits a divide where they cut some trees down, and it doesn't. It usually stops at a fire break. That's another name I think for it. What else? Tom Tom's wait a minute. Tom Hanks' house didn't burn in Palisades because he built it fireproof. Tom Hanks and his red shoes. Yeah, exactly. The man with the red shoes or something. That's a weird dude. Did you ever? Tom Hanks is strange. But yes, most states do underbrush clearing and cutting fire breaks. Yeah, for some reason they weren't doing it over there. And you know what? Maybe that's why the insurance company stopped paying out and didn't want to, hook anybody up with any policies because it's ridiculous. Why in the hell wouldn't you do that? So that was common sense to cut fire breaks in there and clear all that out. Unless you really want a crisis, because what did the Democrats used to say? Never waste a good crisis. They don't usually. Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous, and all that shit. It shouldn't have happened as bad as it did if they could turn the frickin' water on, and maybe put out some of them fires. They had nothing in their reservoirs and shit. It's all dammed up and shit. In the what's that? It's a land grab. Yeah, exactly. And they're just sitting there. He's smiling because he's going to make a fortune, and he's looking good to the boys over at the WEF in Davos right now. They're going over to Davos again this week. World Economic Forum, talking about how they're going to control us and run our lives. Some crazy shit. What's this say? Tom Hanks has a collection of pictures of single baby and kid shoes and kids single. I saw that. That's bizarre. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. He ain't a normal dude. He actually had a movie called Man with One Red Shoe or something. And you know about the Red Shoe Club, like evidently the Pope and all these other people. There's a whole thing about that too. Go look into that. Watch the documentary with his daughter. Who's that? Tom Hanks' daughter? Or Gavin? Maybe you're talking about Gavin. Gavin will run for president in 2027. You know what? And we got to make sure nobody forgets that this asshole allowed, Los Angeles to burn. But he's going to gain it all back when they go and build this city. For a while, he'll look real good. But I'm telling you what, it's a stack 'em and pack 'em situation. They're going to be living in what do you call it? Phone booth size apartments pretty soon, like over in Japan. It's ridiculous. Did you ever see some of the apartments in Japan are really small and they're expensive? I know and same with up in New York. Real small apartments. So was it Manhattan or something? And they're through the roof. Unbelievable. But maybe with Trump out there, maybe things will be different. I don't know. We can hope, we can pray, because I'll tell you what, the dollar don't go very far at all anymore. You go to the store, and another thing that pisses me off while you're going to the store, they don't even. I don't know about the rest of the country, but over here you can't even get shopping bags handed to you. Some places will let you buy them if they have them. Sometimes they won't have them. You know what? If you ain't got something to carry it home in, a lot of people get less shit, which hurts the economy even more. All this shit has been pre-planned. Every little thing they do is to destroy everything. I did a video today over at the Dollar Tree. There's almost nothing on the shelves compared to what it used to be, and it's getting worse. Closets called apartments. Yeah, exactly. Exactly there, Tammy. Unbelievable. It's going to take 5 years or more. They want to have, I think, something by the 2028. They're having an Olympics there, so they'll have something done probably. Newsom says what's that? He executive ordered no mortgage payments for 90 days until insurance claims paid. Huh. People can't wait that long for places to live. Exactly. Yeah, they want to do the same thing to them that the government's doing down in North Carolina. Let them go live in a tent in the middle of the winter, you know? It's ridiculous as shit. Then it'll be a FEMA camp. You know, go over here. We got a nice walled-in city. You can get. Don't mind the guillotine over there. You know, just don't stick your head in it. That's for later on, when they're shortening the population. You know what I mean? All these FEMA camps that are building up all over the damn country. You'll wonder, what's this say? I just, I just wouldn't pay my mortgage payment, point blank. Period. You know, another thing. I think everybody ought to stop paying their frickin' taxes at this point. Actually, I think Trump's going to try to stop taxation, or he's changing it. He's going on, and not the IRS, the ERS, External Revenue Service. He's getting money from outside the country with tariffs. I'm all about that. That's cool. Because nobody's got any money over here. You know, go and maybe that way you can go tax the billionaires a little bit heavier. You know, they took all their factories the fuck out of the country and going for cheaper labor, tax the shit out of them. Bring some of that money back here. You know, Japan donating only to Los Angeles fire is bizarre. Why not donate to North? Yeah, you know why? Because it's on the radar right now. That's a good point, Red Dawn. Absolutely. They didn't give a shit. But the Olympics are coming up, and the World Economic Forum's meeting, and they're seeing all this. It's everybody's. It's a power play. They're positioning for jockeying for position. All these assholes that are just trying to move up into a higher position, in my opinion. Like a lot of these, what do you call them, governors and shit, they're tight with the WEF, Klaus Schwab, and all them guys. They're going over there. They shouldn't even have any interest in going over there. That's not America. Don't go over there and get ideas and try to work them into our country. I don't think that's right. I think it's bullshit. You're not voting on that shit. They're just sneaking in little bits and pieces. That's why we have these 15-minute cities everywhere all of a sudden. That, none of that shit is constitutional, what they're trying to do. Limit your ability to move around freely. That's the Fourth Amendment going up in smoke. You know? Unbelievable. What's this? You see those celebrities doing GoFundMe's for their mansions. Yeah. Give me a break. Let them son of a bitch rough it for a little while. Shh. Man, oh man. Yeah, why the hell? They're all worth millions and shit. A lot of them barely even noticed that their place burnt down, probably because they got 3 or 4 other houses and a whole bank full of money sitting there waiting for them. You know, it's unreal. Meanwhile, they never gave a shit about people who were literally living on the sidewalk, right, in the middle of Hollywood, or not Hollywood, but, a little farther away, with a dart in their arm from the fentanyl addictions they got on, that China brought in, and nobody's stopping. Well, now they are. I'm hoping Trump tariffs the living shit out of China for what they've done to our civilian population by bringing that trash in. We need money for put people in rehabs and shit to get their lives back, It's It's ridiculous. What's it say? Those people not paying their mortgage for 90 days will lead them to yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Hang on one second. Man, it got hot in here. I had the damn thing on. This thing, I'll tell you what, this car heats up quick. So what's it say? Yeah, you're right. They're stealing the land, stealing the housing, stealing everything. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. That's what's going on right now. They told us about this a couple months ago. Klaus Schwab, actually probably almost a year ago, marching around with that little saying, you'll own nothing, you'll be happy, all that bullshit, Let them lose their shit. Let them, it's bullshit. You guys go first. You give up all your shit. See if you're happy. You know? Just push the payments back. Don't cancel it. Yeah. Oakland, California is so full of tent cities. Yeah, I thought so. Some freeway entrances blocked by tents. See, it's such bullshit. No one did a damn thing all this time to fix that. Unbelievable. You know what? I bet you one thing. I think Trump's going to try to clear all that shit out. I would hope, anyway. They even own the utilities on the board. Yeah, exactly. What a frickin' mess. And the next, I'm telling you, watch Texas, watch Houston, Austin, all them areas down there. Watch Tampa Bay. They're going to do this again and again and again, and they're going to get away with it. Well, maybe not as easy now that Trump's in there, I would hope. But it seems like he might be okay with what's going on. I don't know. I haven't heard him say anything about the fires over there. Is he, going to look into it? Maybe. I don't. We'll have to wait and see. What's that? My husband couldn't get on 880 South to leave from his dentist appointment. Why? Was it all blocked off, Red Dawn? Hang on one second. Tammy saw it too. She mentioned it. We had in the chat there, and I asked a couple times from the throw thumbs up. They are blocking everything on my shit anymore. People are, 40 people. Usually I'd have gotten 8, 10, 15 at least that would have hit it with thumbs up. What's that? He had to find another entrance. Too many tents. But you know what I'm saying? They're I don't know. They're suppressing everything on my. Like I said, I just reissued a video on a shorts. It was Sound of Silence. Simon and Garfunkel thing. I got 782 views on it last time, and it's like I think it barely had 30. Well, I guess it's still early, but I just noticed they're messing with not just me, but I keep hearing it from other people. What's that? Yeah. Sorry about that. Did I freeze for a minute there? The Bay Area looks like the Middle East. No more. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we got to start speaking up as a nation. It's like everybody was waiting for Trump and everybody was letting everybody else go and do the heavy lifting. It's going to take everybody to fix the mess. That's what I think. Got to get involved. It might be time to plan the escape. Yeah, maybe. You know what? Like I keep saying, I'm kind of feeling sort of nervous still about Trump and everything. I don't know, can we trust anybody anymore? Literally, he's from, the upper class, money people. Is he going to sell us out, or is he going to actually do what he says? And is he going to try to make it a livable country again? I hope so. Yeah, you're feeling it too, right? Yeah. I would like to believe, but you know what? And let me tell you something. I voted for him, and I got on here many a times and talked positive about him and wanted him to be elected. And I still would. I don't want. I didn't. Joe Biden need to get the hell out of there. But something doesn't feel right, and I'm hope I'm wrong. You know? Yeah. There's backbone starting. You know? I don't know what the hell to say about all this. What's it say? The Central Valley, 50 miles from me, in Modesto and Stockton, voted Trump. I saw Trump signs in shady neighborhoods. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully I'm wrong, man. But you know what? If you believe in the Bible, it says in there that it's not going to get any better. It's going to we're going to crash and burn before the end. Shit's going to hit the fan. And what do you got? The tribulations probably getting ready to happen if we're not in the beginning of it. All the crazy shit, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, and a million other things. What's that? Lots of farms in Modesto and Stockton. Not for much longer, because they're going to stop all the food production. You watch. They've been trying for forever. You know what? Has any of you guys heard Trump talking about building back our agricultural parts? All these chicken farms are wiped out. All these, beef packing or beef ranches, cattle ranches. They're all burned down and all kinds of shit happening. They all have diseases and you got to go slaughter them because one guy got sick. That's the most insane bullshit I ever heard. You're going to throw out all the food there because one guy got sick. And you're not even probably 100% sure if it's from, that disease, that thing, yeah? It's bullshit. So they're basically lying. What's that? I'm feeling heaviness in my heart today. Yeah, I've been feeling that off and on for a while. Yep. Firsthand tell you they hate small farms. Yeah, look what farmers. Yeah, look what they're doing to the Amish too. Yeah. What's it say? I hope I'm wrong for sure, but I think it's an inside plant for the agenda. Exactly. He's in it. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Yep. Good cop, bad cop, We're all rooting him on, but he's going to burn us anyway, maybe. Or do you remember when he was saying about the snake poem? I don't know if you guys know about that. Go Google it and check it out. He was telling a poem back in the day about a lady that found the snake frozen and took it into her house and warmed it up and fed it and took care of it. It was like in the snow or whatever. And she's ended up walking around with it, and the snake ends up biting her. It's a poisonous snake. And the thing goes, "You silly woman, didn't you know I was a snake?" And he said it a couple times. I wonder if it was predictive programming what he's going to do to us. I hope not. You know how Simpsons and all that shit puts that shit out there, and then later on the shit happens. It's almost it's in a way it's like black magic, like they're predicting or whatever they were calling it. Part of their ritual shit. What's this say? Look at Georgia. Yep. Oh, by the way, did you guys hear about Colton Moore, the Georgian? He was a senator, I believe, down there. He wanted to go in. There was a vote going on or something, and was it Kemp? I guess it was. He's another the Republican, but they wouldn't let him in. There were a bunch of rhinos. These guys didn't vote for Trump. This other guy was kind of a Trump or whatever, and he just wanted to go in, and he had the constitutional right to go in. He was an elected senator, and they wouldn't let him in for whatever reason. He had said something So the cops ended up pushing this guy down and handcuffing him and arresting him. That's bullshit. What's that? Snakes belong out. Exactly. Lots of dairy farms, chickens and eggs farms near. I live. What's that? I live lots of farming in my state. Yeah, not for long though. Probably not. If Bill Gates keeps talking to Trump, you know, he's gonna push to get his fake meat and his fake everything in there. You know, they're playing God. That's got to be pissing God off. They're trying to take everything out of balance and recalibrate everything so they can say they created it. You know, what's the saying? Oh yeah, got his ass handed to him. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, but the deal was why? Why did they do that? They weren't going to let him in to vote. Bill Gates had a 3 hour. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't trust that shit. This could be what do you call that? Warp speed 2.0. I think people ought to flip the fuck out. Literally storm the frickin' White House and tell them, no, we're not doing that shit. You're not putting us through that. I don't give a shit who he is. I ain't taking that garbage. It's garbage. You know, they're already making these things. They don't even have the disease for them yet, but they're already working on them. How the hell does that work? You know, it's bullshit. Used to take 10, 15, 20 years to develop a medication and they tested it and all this other shit. Now they just roll it the hell out. That's bullshit. Yeah, it is a coup. Lots of fraud in Georgia. Yeah, it was Fulton County too. I think that's what some of that was about, and that's where there was a lot of shit going on. 2020, Rudy Giuliani tried to uncover. Yep, fake ballots. Their midnight ballot drop. It's off. Rudy tried to prove post-dated ballots being counted. Rudy has to go to court. Yeah. Well, you know something? Trump said he was going to go look into all this shit, and they're doing that in Arizona. They're checking all three races, 20, 22, and 24, I think. They gain a function, a cure, then release the illness. Yeah, exactly. That's fucking crazy. That's Hegelian dialectic or some shit, you know, where they're doing it backwards. What's it say? Hey, look at me. I'm different. See, I'm not a politician. You can trust me. I'm going to lower your taxes, drop your groceries, vote for me. Yeah, yep. But you know what's our choice? Biden? They're all scumbags and criminals at the end of the day. They're in there for their own power. Just, you know, I'd like to see someone that was humble go in there. But then again, maybe they wouldn't accomplish a whole lot. Maybe that was Jimmy Carter's problem. He wasn't too power hungry or anything. Maybe that's a necessity to get shit started. You just don't need a corrupt heart, I guess. That's the only part that. All right, what's it say? Yeah, yeah. This whole next pandemic that's going to be rolling out. It's going to happen by March. You watch. They're going to have us right back in the same shit. And I have to wonder, the only reason they seem to do that, power controls them, yep, is that they want you to remember it's that time of year. You got to go get the vaccine. You got to go get this. Got to go. They want to program you. That's why I think things are happening almost to the day. They trying to get into your head and rearrange your thoughts. It's the way they want you to think. This is what you need to know. They always say that on the news, and I say, fuck you, I don't want to know that, you know? There's other things I want to know, and you guys are not allowing us to hear about it. It's all bullshit, you know? I hate that, and what's the other sayings you had? This is the new normal. I said that the other day, and bunch of different, slogans. There isn't anywhere to escape if we are being fooled. Russia is not even a good place because they what's that? They bought into the 19 trap too. Exactly. Yeah. You know what, Red Dawn? I'm going with the belief that a rapture is going to happen. God said he wasn't, that he would protect us. He may yank us the hell out of here. I believe it's in Greek, or there's a word rapamore that appeared St. Paul was talking about it. It basically means to be pulled out of or lifted up. And then they talk, and I don't know for sure, but they talk about in the scriptures, it says two men will be in the field, one will be taken, two men will be on the rooftop. You know what I mean? It's talking. It almost sounds like it could be describing, God pulling people out of here the last second. I hope we can get the hell out of here. Let the people who destroyed this place, let them hang around and deal with the shit. Yep, that's true, Tammy. All I need to know is Jesus is right. That's the key. That's the only way out of this mess. I think God will place you where you are, where you need to be, but there will be suffering. We're already suffering. We're suffering mental anxiety and everything else. And then it's going to start being starvation. We're going to face the four horsemen of the apocalypse, I think. Because look, I said that today. I had a little short. I went over to Dollar Tree. Dude, there was nothing on the shelves in there hardly at all. Very little. And it's getting worse every time I go in there. But nobody seems to say or notice it. I see people coming in there and maybe they're noticing it. They're just not saying or they don't seem to be upset or anything. They're just like robots and grabbing the little bit that's in there, buying it, and that's that. And they're going, and I'm wondering if it's even sinking in that everything's about to go down the shitter. And, they'll be killing their neighbors for that last can of beans on the shelf pretty soon. It's going to get ugly. I used to think Idaho or Missouri was a good place to move for old school values, but liberals from California are moving there, paying cash for cheaper houses. Yeah, but there's still enough decent folk probably down there. I don't know. Maybe what has to happen is wait till not the last second, but just roll into the woods, find some area, and keep praying. I don't know what the hell, Like I said, waiting on the Lord. Hopefully, we can get pulled out of here. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, yeah. Uh, Ignorance is bliss until the shit hits the fan. All of a sudden, they wake up and get a fucking education of what they should have been doing. You know? Like right now, just to jump back to my last point, what I was saying about suppression. I know damn well. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just saw something come up here. Hang on. Huh. Yeah, that was actually a channel I was just talking about. She just put up a thing. Sister in Christ. Uh, what's her? Sister in Christ 51. I go to her channel pretty often. Anyway, what's that? People aren't starving yet. Yeah, they're getting there though. It's coming. It, yet is the key word. I'm telling you, by spring, maybe by March, shit's gonna get really bad. Especially if war breaks out where we're in an outright fight with Russia and China and everything. There ain't gonna be nothing coming in. We get a lot of stuff still from China, probably. You know, that's That was our death knell. We should have knew that back in the day when they kept sending everything out to China because it's cheaper. Now we have no industry over here making anything. By the way, I was just about to say, I've noticed they are not allowing me to have thumbs up. I had three there. I wonder if it's the way I set up the live stream. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. There was 40 people in there. It's just nuts, nuts. They're suppressing shit. Kind of piss. What's that? Texas is purple with California transplants. Yeah, I heard that. And you will pay more for it. Oh, for the little bit that's left, the food and shit. You're right. They'll start gouging the shit out of people, which is crazy because what the hell are they going to spend it on? When that comes to that point and they're trying to get more, they're screwed too. And you know what? People are going to remember that, you know? Fuck those people up for that. What's this? The race is on. I just saw another notification. Let me check that out. What the hell did I just see? The race is on now. Their only goal is to divide Israel now. Do not be fooled. I was trying to read the thing. Israel evidently is having meltdowns over there too. People are dropping out of the government today. It was a couple of them. All kinds of shit going on all over the world, which is really crazy. All of this over Trump becoming elected. Everything's changing. All of a sudden, we're probably going to own Greenland and all these other places and other countries. Prime ministers are dropping out and disappearing. Trudeau. What kind of power does Trump actually have? Or what the hell's going on here? Is he the Antichrist? You know, what the hell's going on? They're all falling into line. We're seriously looking at a land in the deep backwoods of West Virginia, completely off grid. Probably a smart move there. My husband and I always thought we would retire in Texas. Now we are in Oklahoma and looking to get out. Yeah. My carrots, potatoes, and onions are growing inside. Smart move. Rents go up because the rich are moving to the area. Idaho apartments are just as expensive as California apartments. Yeah, it's pretty bad out here. I don't think maybe as bad, but like a single bedroom out here, I'm paying nearly $1,300 for it, and it's small. It's bullshit. A few years ago, it was a lot, but you know what? That ain't nothing. I think out in California, you're paying more, and up in New York, they're paying more. And they're making it so you can't survive. So eventually, you're going to fall between the cracks, and they're going to sweep you up right into a fucking camp. Here, you can go over here to live. And they'll make it a law that you can't go and camp or live out, out of doors, outside. If you don't have a house, you're homeless, and that's going to be a crime. So they can roll you in and roll you out in a fucking body bag later on. Man, it's some crazy shit going on in the world. Unbelievable. Anyway, I better end this thing because I got to get up tomorrow. I got to run down to labor board. I found my paperwork that this thing can expedite. They owed me They owed me like 8 checks. I got 3 of them, and I couldn't. They said they didn't have another forms paper that I was supposed to get notarized and everything. And I thought I gave them everything. I found copies of the letters which I needed, and I found my cat, believe it or not, found them. I had a stack of resumes. I did not a small stack of resumes, and underneath the resumes was the copies of this paperwork. And I sat it down on a shelf. I think maybe like I had to throw laundry in the dryer or a phone call or something. I forgot they were there. And I couldn't find the damn copies. So I had to go and get the whole damn thing over again. They were going to hold me off for another 30 days for the rest of the money. But I found them. Thank God my cat was over there messing with them. So I got to get them. They're the resumes, backup resumes. So I went to put them away, and that's when I saw there was two copies of the other things in there. What's that? Minimum wage is $16.50 an hour, but two bedroom. Yeah. No, like what the fuck? It's ridiculous. You have like three or four people paying the rent for a single, bedroom apartment nowadays almost. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know how the hell they three. What's that? Three bed small house, in Oklahoma. 5 years ago, rent would have been less than exactly. See, there's no way that this just happened. Everything that was planned way up. That's the WEF somehow bringing this about. Even though people are setting the rent, your landlord and this and that. Somehow they worked it so they could keep making it so you no longer have anywhere to live. You know, that's just another crisis coming down the road at you. Ridiculous. 450 mortgage lot rent. $400 on trail. Yeah, it's crazy as shit. And then you wonder why people end up just saying hell with it and start becoming criminals and shit. You know? That's probably why people turn to a life of crime. They can't stand being screwed like that. Unfortunately, crime doesn't pay either. You get free rent, then you go into a fucking jail cell that's even smaller than the one bedroom you got. I just want a land payment. I'll build my house myself on it. I don't want their utilities. I hear that. That's why they don't like the Amish. The Amish are self-sufficient, and they're hassling them, you know? Two bedroom, one bathroom, and you pay utilities. You have, what's it say? You have to have perfect credit, too. You also have to make three times the rent. Yeah, exactly. It's fucked up. It's unbelievable. It's nuts. Man, I tell you, the world's going to shit. Anyway, what's it say? 10 more months, we're out. I don't want to participate anymore. You hope you can get out before everything collapses, I'm waiting for her to go down to my bank account, down to the bank, and there's nothing in there, and everybody else is in the same panic, trying to get the last few dollars out, and they can't. Plus, they're really pushing Bitcoin and all this other shit. They're getting ready to get rid of paper money. No pets allowed. Bye bye, kitty. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I'm going to hop off of here. You guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Serious, do me a favor. Try to hit that thumbs up. It's not doing shit. It's been there at 3. What's it? Hoping it's not too late. But they basically stole our farm from us. That was our plan. Yep. Well, you got to count on God. All right, see you guys. Have a good one. Oh, thank you. I did get another one. All right. I thought it was locked on 3, man. You guys have a good night. Thank you. Thanks, Red Dawn. Appreciate it. Have a good one. God bless you. And let's hope that everything goes well with Trump's inauguration. Say a prayer. See you later.